House Legal Counsel presenting on two cases that this committee subpoenaed the Attorney General's office back on July 22nd. They will give focuses on two document requests that were made via legislative subpoena by this committee. One regarding Tracy Cornack. Our attorneys have worked hard to limit information provided to this committee to be purely factual in nature. So while we will allow time for questions, please try to avoid asking for opinions or conclusions from our staff, as they will not answer. Instead, the focus of this hearing should be breaches of isolation walls in both of these files. You will hear how Tracy Cornack was connected personally with Attorney General Dana Nessel. You will hear about the investigation the Attorney General's made into allegations of embezzlement from a vulnerable adult. You'll see an isolation wall that was put up a couple months into the investigation by the Attorney General's office. That should have walled the Attorney General Nessel from even seeing these files. Citing a personal relationship to Attorney General Nessel and being a part of Nessel's transition team, you will hear how 13 days after Dana Nessel sent an email asking for the case file after being contacted by Ms. Cornack, the case was closed in the AG's office. The reasons why this may have happened are up to you as members of this committee. You will see three separate entities that come to a different conclusion or have taken much more substantial actions than the Attorney General's office. The Kent County Sheriff's Department, Ms. Bird herself, and the Allegan County Probate Court. According to the Attorney General's office, both of these files have since been closed. The letter attached with the document dump indicates that both of these files are now in a closed status and no enforcement of the criminal penalties occurred on either file, as far as we know. Also on July 22nd, this committee voted 17-0 to authorize a document subpoena to the Department of Attorney General for documents regarding the Tracy Cornack case. These two subpoenas required the production of documents by August 5th, 2025. However, the department failed to produce the subpoenaed documents. Due to the department's failure on August 26th, this committee voted 17-0 to authorize the issuance of a subpoena to have Attorney General Dana Nessel appear and testify before this committee on September 16th. Attorney General Nessel stated publicly that she would comply with the subpoena and appear before the committee on the aforementioned date. Then on September 11th, 2025, the Attorney General's office complied with our previous subpoenas and provided us with requested documents. Unfortunately, due to a scheduling conflict, the committee hearing for September 16th had to be postponed. We invited Attorney Jessel to attend this hearing so she could provide her side of the story and answer any questions members may have about the evidence we are presenting. We first invited her for last Tuesday, December 9th, and were told that she would be at the National Attorney General's Conference and unavailable to attend. The Attorney General's office also stated that they would provide a list of dates Attorney General Nessel could attend only after we provided a list of questions first. We informed them that all questions would be about these two cases, and the Attorney General's office then stated Attorney General Nessel would not attend any hearing on these two cases due to the isolation wall and Attorney General having no knowledge of the files. We also offered today, December 16th, as an alternative date for the hearing, and the Attorney General's office offered their Assistant Attorney General, who worked on the files instead. So, rather than taking her up on that offer, since the focus of our hearing today is the Attorney General Nessel's unethical conduct and failed campaign promises about how she would protect one of the most vulnerable sets of our population, our seniors, we instead decided to take her own words and show them to you.
Out of our desire to combine the resources of the state of Michigan and more than 55 statewide advocacy organizations who share our goal of protecting Michigan's senior population from abuse, neglect, and economic exploitation. You'll also get recommendations from an attorney on how to avoid guardianships and conservatorships.
I'm going to open the floor to our House Oversight Committee General Counsel now to give us the facts of this case based on the information that has been provided us. Counsel Edwards, feel free to begin.
This is how the people expect the process to go for all those who are harmed by probate scandals.